This is Ableton's brand new Push 3. It's an instrument, it's a controller, it's a great beat-making and performance device that captures the best features of Ableton Live in a hands-on expressive package. It comes in two versions, one that requires you to connect it to a computer and gives you control of Ableton Live, and this one, the standalone version that doesn't require a computer to work. You can play, record, and create entire performances with nothing else connected but your headphones or some speakers. Thanks to Ableton for sending me this Push 3 and sponsoring this video. Today I'm going to demo 5 new features of Push 3 that level up the way you create music with a device like this. Let's start with one that's really important to me, and here's why. I actually started my YouTube channel by exploring MPE, MIDI polyphonic expression, and seeing this now on the Push 3 is so cool. And they're doing something kind of unique with MPE. I'll show you. MPE allows you to be more expressive with your movements, and Push 3 puts that expression on pads. You have pitch bend movements across pads, but you also have independent polyphonic movements on each pad as well. So within just one pad, you can press in, move left to right for a pitch bend, and up and down too. Drift is a new instrument available in all versions of Ableton Live right now, so there's lots of MPE sounds to explore. You can also adjust the way pads respond to touch in the settings menu and assign different parameters to movements for instruments. You can adjust the width and height of the pads that respond to movements on them. MPE on this pads is also really cool when you load an MPE drum kit. You can tap in different areas of each pad to generate variations of sound. By the way, they've updated the pads on Push 3, and I really prefer the new feel and sensitivity to the previous version of Push. Now, I'm a keyboardist, so while these new pads are great, I'm better at inputting notes on a keyboard. So I tested a couple with Push 3. There's now a USB port on the back that allows you to connect MIDI controllers. This is really useful in the standalone version of Push. And get this, you know those scripts that Ableton Live has that give you instantly mapped controls on your devices? Well, those work with Push standalone as well. This really got me excited. Let's try a few different controllers. This is the MiniLab 3 by Arturia. I've connected it to Push 3 standalone, and now all the controls work. The knobs are controlling live devices. I can stay in clip triggering mode on the Push 3 and still see and adjust my instrument sounds. Kinda cool. This also works with MPE instruments. This is the Lumi, and it can do that cool vibrato thing on the keys, and it works with the Push 3. Aftertouch too. How about something like a launchpad? Yep, I can be launching clips on Push and adjusting track levels on the launchpad at the same time. Now, I'm just scratching the surface here. You can do different things with different devices, and if you're performing with Push 3, this could be really useful to your setup. You can also connect a USB hub to Push 3 and connect a bunch of MIDI controllers to really maximize your setup. But there's more to Push 3, and hey, if you're new around here, I'm SanjayC. I have tons of videos about music production and Ableton tutorials on my channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already to keep up with the latest from the music production world. All right. Another feature I was surprised to see working on Push 3 standalone is compatibility with Max for Live devices. Max for Live works with Ableton Live Suite and allows you to create your own Ableton devices, or like me, just go download things people created. There's lots of stuff you can find on the Ableton website and other places. I'll add some links to some good sites to find Max for Live devices below this video. Here's a Max for Live device I've had in my collection for a while. It's called Ripcord. You can load it up right here on Push standalone. I'll include Ripcord in the links below. Ripcord is a Max for Live device that generates chord progressions and lets you play complementary chords on single pads. It's great if you're new to music theory. Max for Live on Push 3 is pretty cool because you can easily add new devices, new effects, new instruments to your arsenal and have them with you on the standalone Push 3 anytime you need them. And all the controls from the Max for Live devices are here to adjust. Okay, so one of the new features available on both versions of Push 3 is the built-in audio interface. Connect a keyboard, guitar, a mic to the back, and you can record incoming sounds. Now that's great, but you'll notice there are ADAT ins and outs as well. You can use ADAT to extend the capabilities of the audio interface. I've connected the Push 3 to my AudioFuse audio interface, and now I've got lots more inputs and phantom power for my condenser mics. So now, even with the standalone Push 3, I can record with virtually any microphone. Ooh, la, da, 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 da. La, da, da. La, da, da. Ooh, la, da, 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 da. Finally, they've added a visual session view mode to Push 3 that can really be useful while performing. You can now see all the MIDI and audio clips and scenes that you've created right on the screen. You can use the jog wheel to trigger scenes while you're using the pads in note mode to play. And the name names of the clips make it a lot easier to know what you're triggering and where you are in your set. You can get the Push 3 on Ableton.com. I'll add a link below. Thanks again to Ableton for partnering with me on this video. I've still got a lot to explore and learn with the Push 3, so look out for more videos on my channel. In the meantime, if you're new to Ableton Live, check out my tutorial video right here that will have you creating songs in 15 minutes. Keep making the music you love. I'll see you later.